Hi everybody, Ben Goldman here, Eastern Title and Settlement. Today I'd like to spend a few moments with you to tell you exactly what a title and settlement company does. Many of you have been through real estate settlements before, and you never really see what we do. 90% of what we do is in the background, and some people think it's just the person who shows up and says, sign here, sign here, sign here. It's a lot more complicated than that. So what happens is, if you're purchasing a property or if you're refinancing, someone will be sending us a request for title. On a purchase, we're generally going to get a contract from your agent, as well as a request from title from your lender if you are financing. And if you are refinancing, we would get a request from title from your lender as well. We open the file. We send our abstractor to work. That's the person who does the courthouse search for us and provides us with a report called an abstractive title, which contains two very important pieces of information. First, it gives us a chain of title showing, according to courthouse records, who owns the property now, and going backwards in time, who's owned it previously. Additionally, it shows what liens are against it. This is the document that we use to generate our title work, because we, the title company, have what's called a fiduciary responsibility to deliver clean, clear title to a purchaser at the time of settlement. So we have now opened the file, we get the title work back, and now we issue what's called a title binder. Something similar to if you've ever had a auto insurance policy, the first time you got auto insurance, they give you a binder. It's a commitment to offer insurance under the following terms and conditions. And that's what we do. We submit to your lender a title binder which says we're going to insure title to this property under the following terms and conditions. They review it. If they have any issues, they come back. We go back and forth with our processors and we work all that out to make sure that the purchaser or you, if you're refinancing, is going to have clean, clear title at the time the settlement occurs. Then we start working with the processors for the real estate companies and the lenders. We work back and forth. They're processing the loan. We're processing the title work. We're arranging for a time and a place for the settlement to happen. And then once all that gets worked out back and forth, all done in the background, we now have a time and place where the settlement is going to occur. Day of settlement, or hopefully the day before, if you're financing, your lender is going to send over to us all of the closing documents. We're going to prepare everything, and we're going to come to the settlement table, and that's where you actually see us. Usually we're sitting down, whether it be in our office or an agent's office or a third-party office where all the documents are signed. Once the settlement takes place, back to the office, and now everything gets turned over to our post-closers. They review everything. They get all the documents they need to get to the lender, to them, and we start taking care of all the post-closing issues, which entails making sure all the recordations are done and all the disbursements. So on a sale, we're going to disperse whatever money to the seller, to the real estate agents, to all the parties involved. We're going to disperse the money to the various jurisdictions so the deed and the deed of trust can be recorded. We take care of all of that. We are the fiduciary agent. All the money comes to us. We do all the disbursements, taking care of all the recordations, making sure all that is done properly. If you're purchasing a property, make sure the deed gets recorded. If there's financing, make sure the deed of trust gets recorded. And of course, once all those things are recorded, we get the deed to the buyer as well as your title insurance policies. So that's it, essentially what we do in a nutshell. It's a little bit more than just showing up and having someone sign some documents. We are the fiduciary agent to make sure that everything goes smooth and everything gets dispersed and recorded correctly. Thanks very much for your attention. If you have any further questions and want some clarifications, feel free to just shoot me an email, ben@easterntitle.com. Thank you very much. See you soon.